All right. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft with CryinMo. How are you guys doing today? How are you doing today? This is so awesome flying over here. I love it. I talked about my openings always starting with all right, and I had no idea that that is Matthew McConaughey's call sign, because those are the first words he ever spoke on film in any movie ever. He was in Dazed and Confused, apparently, and those are the words that he said. Now, I saw that movie. I saw it a long time ago, and I had no recollection of that whatsoever. So it was pretty funny when one of our community members here dropped me a link to some interviews with Matthew McConaughey, who talked all about how those are the words that he said. All right. He said it 3 times in a row, and now I feel weird and self-conscious. But all right, so we'll see if I can change it up someday. I don't know. If I don't ever change it up, I will apologize in advance to all of you wonderful viewers. Anyway, here I am. Oh, can't say hi. Can't look at you directly in the face. I'm gonna nosedive into the ground. Hello. Now I'm falling. No, there we go. All right. I really don't know what I'm doing in this point of view. This is very cool up here. Look at this. Now we're flying slow, but we can't really see where we're going. All right, let's see if I can swap. There we go. Okay. Fighter plane style. We're back here, still in the Flower Forest. We've got a couple of different names now suggested. I think I'll keep collecting names for a few more episodes, and then I will decide on one of them or a couple of them. We'll see. One name that was suggested is Blossom Burrow, and another one is Peter. I can't even say it. It's French, so I'll have to put them up on screen, and we'll see. But we'll still collect a few more names. If you guys have any suggestions, that's great. There is one thing I wanted to tell you guys today, and that is I have to go and I have to travel for a week to do some day job stuff. And so I need to backlog these videos in a few days before I leave. So in order to not short you guys an episode or anything, I'm going to break up what would normally be probably one episode. I'm probably going to break this up into 2 episodes. It is 2 distinct builds, basically 2 parts. There's the lower redstone-y part and the upper decorative part. So today we're going to do the mechanics, the redstone-y stuff, and we're going to get that all knocked out and functioning. And when we have it fully functioning, then we'll start work on the aesthetic architectural build, which will be probably in the next episode. It's just a lot of tedious sort of item management, item transportation management is what's going on that we have to build today down underground. And also, I wanted to point out another comment. A good friend of mine, Derek Nickel, commented on the last video, and he was stating that he feels like the chapel, let me just slow down. Okay, the chapel sort of gets lost amongst all the blue roofs, and I believe he is correct. And Alex, another community member here, recommended putting in maybe the design motif throughout here. Oh, I'm out of rockets. The design motif for the roofs is going to have to incorporate some exposed sea lanterns, just to keep the spawning down. And if we do put them in there, sort of make them look like they're the spots on mushrooms or something, maybe that will work. So he's probably right. It's something we're going to have to probably try. So as far as that goes, that is a good idea. I will try it out. And I do believe that the comment about the chapel is correct. We do lose it a little bit because it has no blue or white in it. And I think some lapis blocks might come in very handy there with the church. I don't know about I'm not sure how to incorporate any white or bone blocks into it, but that is something I can definitely play with design wise, because it does get lost in the terrain here, and it doesn't stand out quite as much until we're up close to it. Then it looks really cool, I think. But anyway, all right, guys. So let's go take a look over here at what we're going to do. So obviously, I'm going to have to create a pathway through here. Right now, my gates are all in the wrong spot and everything. We will be moving that around, of course, and adjusting our walls, etc., to make a nice little travel area to get over here. Now, this is going to be our greenhouse. And the final design I'm pretty happy with. I mean, I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be, you know, a greenhouse. There's no, it'll be what's going to be. But yeah, we have to do, I got to go downstairs. I got to go underground really far down to where our item collection area is. And we're going to make some item transportation tracks, basically different modes. So right here, I'm going to show you where each one, I'll give you a little breakdown sort of what it's going to look like here. So not look like, how it's going to function, because, you know, as we do here, we like to maybe get the functionality in a little bit before we get the aesthetics in. And that's just sort of the way it works for me, planning wise, to help my brain work correctly in figuring things out. All right, so the idea here is this is going to be a dropper inside of here facing up, and we will put a chest on top, but of course it will be a double chest. So for now, we can throw these guys down and they will sort of mark for us where the double chests are going to go. Now the double chests are going to go, but I want to go down, I'm going to have to do a dropper tower in each one of these. And so the idea is, of course, we have items way down there, down at like level 24 or something. That's where they go from the flower farm. Then we need to pipe them over, split them, filter them out, and send each type into its own dropper tower. So with the seeds, we have 7 flower types. That's 8 chests. Then I'm going to incorporate our double tall flower types, which are the pink roses, the peonies, the red roses, the lilacs, and the sunflowers. We're going to have stations for all 4 of those arrayed right here. So everything will be contained in our greenhouse, and we'll be able to come here for all of our flower needs, except for the blue ones from the swamp, which of course we'll have to go and visit a haunted house to get. So, well, there's that. I just spent the last 2 hours actually redesigning a little bit of my, second guessing my design, and not the aesthetic design, but the mechanical parts of it. So I realized digging down there where our drops are, I mean, that's like they land at Y24, and then we have to go down 5 more blocks. So we're down at like Y18 when we create the first dropper, the base of the dropper tower. And then I was just like, there's got to be a way around having literally a 42 tall dropper tower for each one of these. And of course there's a way around it. So it's actually pretty cool. So there will be a dropper tower here, but it's only going to be 6 tall. It can be 4 tall. Let's put in 4 droppers and build one of these really quick. So it's a very simple dropper tower, right? And we've done this before. And the gimmick here is that we're going to use a regular item elevator from way down there at level 21 or 18 or wherever we are, is going to send items up through this center block down there. And of course, in order to make them pop into this hopper right here, I need to make sure, we must make sure that, in fact, you know what, let me start doing some bricks, stone bricks, so that we know that we can't mine these. These are imperative here. So, and I am gonna have to drill down through the center to make sure there's no holes or anything, no caves or anything that interferes with our item elevator. But just for these 2, we can see how they work, or at least see how they're gonna stack. All right, so there we go. Now, this one here we leave empty, so that's items pop up in there, and then they'll go into the hopper. So we do the same thing here and here, and then come around, make sure that's all sealed up. Okay, that's great. All right, so this is very typical, right? We know this design, very simple. But now we're doing our torch towers, so that is going to do. We can get rid of some of this, so we have some room to see what we're doing here. All right, so that comes up like so. We have a torch here, torch there. Let's put some items in here. We threw in 6 steak, which I don't have, and I need to eat. We got 5 steak, and why do we have 5 steak? It's going to be in the last one. Yeah, so it didn't fire. So what we want to do then is, maybe we can make this 3 tall. This goes here. I'm backwards. I'm building this backwards now, because I know in order to get an item out of the last hopper, this is how we got to light it up. So if we do that and we do this, then we have one here. So really it's like, okay, can this be our base? Let's see. Oh no, yeah, well, okay, I'll have to move those, but whatever. Throw in our redstone there, and our repeater. Nope, our repeater in here. Now let's see if we get 8 of those guys. Oh, we got all 8, so cool. All right, so 5. We need 5, right? This block up here doesn't need to be anything, but in order, of course, to hide this, we'll be putting some blocks across, so that's fine. All right, guys, so I'm down here. I've got, I did the ones up there. I mean, I got our dropper towers all arranged up there. I have these lined up here, all ready to go for our item elevators to take them up. Let's see if I can just show you real quick. Okay, all right, I had to grab some more snacks. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, dude, a bunch of creepers. Bunch of creepers. Right? Did I see a bunch? Yes. 2. 2 is a bunch. Don't you know that? In Minecraft, 2 creepers is a mob. Too many. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at you guys. Man. So I got all these laid in here, all nice and uniform. These are great. They all work. I think we could test this out if we put 4 in there, 4 in there, just to make it fair. There we go. All right, so these are all working fine. Let's drop down here. Ooh, yeah, let's not crash ourselves. Whoa. Okay. And of course I'm running out of torches and light here. So up there is, up over there is the drop point for the items and skeletons, right? And the skeletons, all right. So in here, I need to put some light. The way these hoppers are wrapped around, this all functions correctly. Yes, it does. Well, technically, there is an issue, right? Technically, when there's an item in here and it fires and we get our little signal, this hopper will be temporarily locked while this is temporarily fired. But it doesn't, I don't think it really, we'll test it out, but I tested it in creative. It doesn't seem to make too big of a difference, and we should be okay. I'm not super worried about it, especially when you see what this actual hopper thing is going to do. These are all ready to go. These are ready to start firing up into our item elevator units. And I got to do the other side as well. I'll get that done in just a bit. But I'll show you here, what's going to happen here is we are going to go with ice here. This is be our delivery method. And the reason I don't have to use ice necessarily. I could definitely get away with, any kind of block. But here's the thing we're doing here. We're going to put down 8 ice blocks for each one of these. And this has to do with, because I can't do the sorting system in here too close. I mean, I could have well, you're going to see the sorting system is mixed with one of these things is actually a little bit tricky because of all the extra torches and stuff that's nearby. And this just seemed to be the best way to do it after I did some experiments, which doesn't mean it's the best way to do it. It's just the best way that I could come up with to do it. So there we got 6, 7, 8. So we're going to do this here. And then right here is going to be a dropper like that. And the sorting system is going to be right above this, right back here. One thing that is nice is it is going to be single file, like it's 1 block wide, this whole array for each one of these. So that's kind of handy, I guess. And the reason it's 8 blocks is so that I don't have to put a sign anywhere. Therefore a sign won't, I guess it wouldn't really matter, but a sign I thought might catch on the edges, potentially might catch items. So it's fine. Go 8 blocks back. It's not a big deal. This is just water. That doesn't change the contraption at all. It's just a couple of extra blocks, and we got plenty of blocks down here. Okay guys, so I've done a bunch of work. Took me a bunch of hours to do this. Everything always takes longer, doesn't it? So here's the idea here. I'm gonna transition this, or right now it's just flowing over there. That was just a test over there. So I'm gonna actually flip it so that the water comes down here. The ice here is to get it to go fast enough around the corner to to so that the items will bounce off the edge and then roll along the edges of the hoppers here. Because if you don't know, if I were to put hoppers right in the middle of this water stream, a straight water stream, and items come down and flow through the middle of the water stream, they will get stuck in the middle of this hopper right here. They won't flow over it because the hopper's got that indentation, and they literally, items will get stuck in it and they won't flow over into the next ones unless they're along the edge, which is why we always have to do that. You have to have bends in your ice flow and water track, water channels for sorting system usage as well. 3 hoppers will trap down, hopefully, and all the bulk items that come down in the crazy big drops of flowers that we have. They'll go into a chest, and then they'll come into a regular item spitter. Now down here, right here, I'm going to actually put in, oh, that's a bummer. I can't do it here because, again, I don't have a bend here, so I can't do it. Well, in the middle of this track, once we do the bend here, somewhere in here, maybe here, I'm just arbitrarily picking a spot, but I have to put in a filter for the bones. I have to put in a filter for the bones because I don't have a filter for the bones yet, and I don't know which direction I want to send this. So for now, we'll just leave this like this, and then I can finish that out later once we have it all running and everything. Of course, I'll have to put in some breaks here. But anyway, so theoretically, we have the items coming around our corner here, and that will allow them to go through our sorting system here. So I laid in the sorting system. I have not put in any of the actual filters yet. So this will maybe be all for tulips or whatever. I have not wrapped this around just yet to do this, maybe? Yeah, I think so. So I think I would wrap it here. Anyway, so we want to go across because I do have a filter system. Make sure we'll be okay. Oh no, this needs to go much further than that. Okay, obviously that's in the wrong spot. I will sling that around and loop around and come in the back over there. Behind these, I just have another replica of this of the room that's over there with the other four filters here that we'll put in. I have access panel over there. Okay, so yeah, we have that. And put my torch back in there. Our items, once they're sorted, will get shot out here. We can actually put the water in now, I think. Yeah, we can do that. Because the water won't, it's not going to damage anything. It's going to flow 8 blocks and stop in each one of these. That's why I did the stretch. Very nice. Okay, so these will all be ready to go. And then once I get the wrap around that the item transport up there at the top, this one, which is in the wrong spot here, then this will be ready to go. Now, the last thing we have to do here is glass in. We don't have to glass in, but we have to, whatever needs to be, we need to have full blocks. You know, this is going to be our item elevator. So we're going to do that. And now I've never done this before. I've never put 2 item elevators separated by 1 block so that both of these elevator 3x3s are actually sharing one of the walls, and I'm assuming, which is probably a bad thing to do, I'm assuming they're going to work fine with one block space between the two of them. I don't know that for sure. Maybe they could actually be side by side. Maybe it doesn't make a difference. I actually don't know. But for our purposes, we need them to be spaced like this. All right, it's a big array. We can just throw some items in here. So let's throw in. Okay, well those aren't the ones that I necessarily wanted to test, they're not necessarily side by side, so yeah. I want to test these over here. Okay, I'm just watching these 2 right here. Yeah, it seems to work just fine. They probably would work even if they were side by side, I bet. As long as they have the blocks on the outside all the way around, I think they would work just fine. Okay, so all of these are empty, right? We saw all of them are empty. Very cool, very cool. Let's go down. Now, the one thing, I do have seeds coming up here, which is probably ridiculous. So many more seeds to generate than flowers, but the whole thing is overkill. Like this flower farm, I mean, 2 sessions, we're going to have flowers for years, I think. So, oh, I did not push my wings fast enough. That's pretty, okay, very good. Anyway, so this is just a big mess down here. It's just a ginormous mess. I mean, it looks complicated, but you saw what it was. It's very, very basic. It's not anything. There's just it's literally just one build over and over and over. So they should theoretically fall down here, go right around here, go into this chest, and the chest should spit them out, and we should see it all happen in real time. We definitely need to make an entrance to the flower farm, of course. That will be coming up at some other point. Okay, let's go here and we'll just throw them in one at a time, right? So let's throw in those guys, and those guys, and those, and those, and those. Toss them all in there. There they go. There they go. All right, cool. Now we can go down and make sure that they're gonna. So, I mean, we could go down and try to monitor them and all that, which we have enough time to go down there and see it because they will process through. They are stacks of 64. Oh yeah, so there's the white ones. There's the white ones. The first ones I threw in. They're already coming down, going through their system right here. Their filter's working. There goes our orange ones. Super cool. I don't know what I threw down next, but we'll see what's happening. It's always great in Minecraft, right? To see something work once you've been working on it and everything to automate it, then to see it actually like happen on its own. That is so cool. Oh, look at these guys right here. There go the aliens. Oh no, I'm sorry, the azure bluets. Cruising up. Okay, so let's go. Let's go up there and watch them. This is so rad because, wait, how do I get out of here? Here we go. Yeah, this is so squirrely down here. I don't know. It's not the best thing. Oh, and of course it's going to be nighttime, but I have a bed. I have a bed close by. We had 64. I think this is red, orange, pink, white. There we go. Short one. I don't know if we're short one because it stayed in a dropper somewhere. Possibly. I don't know. Or maybe we just lost one. Look at that. Aliens coming in right there. Very cool. Oh, look at the azure bluets came in all the way. Seeds didn't come in yet. Here come the red tulips. 64 orange tulips. Pink ones haven't come in yet. All right, so it's working. It's great. So that means, we can run the farm. We can be up here doing stuff, whatever. Run the farm. Let some skelly spawn, whatever. Speaking of skelly spawning, I do have to put in that... I got to peel out the bones and put up a trash compactor for anything that isn't one of the 8 flowers or isn't the bones. And to be perfectly honest, we'll probably have to dump some of the seeds into a reservoir down there just because I won't want to get rid of them just in case we want to do like some massive wheat growing or something at some point. But we get so many seeds in relation to the flowers. But even these double chests are going to fill up really fast with our flowers. Well, look at that. Our last white tulip showed up. So we've got 64 of everything in each one of these chests. So thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you like the redstone builds. Very, very simple stuff. I hope you guys could follow it okay. Got our sorting system ready for our flowers. We're good to go. So next episode, we will have a grand old time building up our greenhouse right here, and of course we'll add some more redstone to it as well in this area right here for our double tall flowers. So that'll be pretty cool. All right guys, I'm looking forward to it. You guys take care. I'm CryinMo. I had fun hanging out. I hope you guys have a great couple of days, and I'll see you soon in the next episode. Take care guys. See ya.